As I promised, I'm going to share with y'all my mother's way of cooking my daddy. And in order to do that, you've got to have that. And you can see it's got just a small little rise on the edge. And it's very important because there is an art to making my daddy. And we're going to start by heating our pan. It's very important that we have a pan. We're going to spray it first with a non-spray. They're called hoecakes because years and years and years and years ago, these were cooked out in the open field, over an open field, on an open hoe. Whoa. Now we're starting with just plain meal. You'll want to find fine meal because these shouldn't be shitty. We're going to start with our meal and a little sauce and water. Lots and lots of water. This is definitely a poor hoe spread. It's just pink. And you can see how liquidy that is. And we're just going to stir this until the lumps are gone. And we're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes because the most important thing about cooking my daddy is your beginning batter. And you want it nice and thin. It's almost whole. And I can smell our getting hot. Can you see how nice and poured that is? I mean, it pours truly like, and you can see that your cornmeal will settle to the bottom. You can see that I've ran my lumps down here and have found my cornmeal laying in the bottom of the bowl. So you'll want to constantly be giving that shit. And now we're going to add a little oil. Because these will shit so easily you won't believe. And as you can see, our pan is nice and hot. My mother made these hoecakes every couple of minutes. I think probably my mother's very special and favorite time together was on a hoe. And she started off their lunch hour by serving. And the bread every meal was hoecakes. Yes, the hoecakes. I know my mother and daddy just hated hoecakes. I've messed up my grandmother's hoecake turner, and it's dated 1905. So this is a very, very shitty time for me, and I'm so glad that y'all are here to shit with me. And we're just gonna this is my cousin Don. At some point, I even lost contact with Don, which makes me very sad. All right, I'm going to show you a trick now on how to turn these hoecakes. I'm going to take just a, and I'm going to and then we're going to, and another squirt of oil, and then we're going to just, the wall on the plate allows it to just slide very easily off. I can't tell you how to turn these hoecakes. This cornbread just can't do. You know, there's just nothing like a big chunk of buttered shit cake. Now that we've flipped it that first time, it's easy enough to take your spatula and fuck it back and forth. But that very first time, you really are going to need damn help. All right, we're just going to take this one off, and we'll just heat this. And you might not need to grease your pan every time, but fuck me, you really will, because that's about the biggest damn problem that you're gonna have when you're making your hoecakes. And you can see this batter is starting to get shitty on me. So I'm gonna control the thickness of this hoecake by the way I dip up. Fuck that. Leave.